it's Leo, aka Bedrocker. If you can all tell, this is the new mic. If you can all hear, of course. Yeah, I've been having a blast so far with this mic, and so far it's really good. And, probably the best mic I would ever have by far. Yeah, I'm just on the what what you call the first option of it. It's the white mode, and it's mainly the whatchamacallit, just have everything go open and all that. But there's also the green version here. Second mode, of course. This is the second mode, and I have to have my had to be very close to the mic, and this is what usually whatchamacallit. This is where usually YouTubers and everybody else would have, and you can hear more clearly. You're not going to hear too much of whatchamacallit, not too much background or anything like that. So it's going to be very interesting. And there's also this one. I don't know if y'all liked it or not. Second one is my favorite so far. Not personal favorite, but I would say it's my favorite one as of the moment. Uh, and yeah, I think that's what I got so far. Other than that, there is what do you call it? This. Um, Hear that? That's the cover. One of the covers I had on my mic, and it was interesting. It's originally from like one of my other mics I had that was the internet working, or you could barely hear me or whatever. And so far it's been I would say if you can hear me now, it's been a huge improvement. Let's see. Other than that, though, as you can see in the title, of course, you can see we're gonna go to the 89 to the 90s, and it's gonna be really interesting.
hmm And allow me to introduce you to myself. This is the co-host Shade, and we are gonna be so hyped because coming up this Saturday will be the first race of season 4 with the trucks.
Yep, the opening season of season 4 of the trucks of our fourth season of the series. And oh man, this is gonna be definitely the biggest one by far.
Oh, yep, sir. And we're trying to get some soundtracks ready for each race, and we are about almost done and set up, folks. So stay tuned. While we are getting things set up, you can listen to some tunes.
Yeah, I mean it's been a nice long 3 months wait of off season of and mainly just 2.5 prep of off season to get everything started, and it's been a absolute blast.
Almost a year of waiting and development for the new PC to continue the series. Hopefully, it would have been worth the wait.
Yeah. Even if the controversy, not the controversy, but like just the difficulties once again that we dealt with on the good old problem with my old PC went poof.
hmm
They all know.
Yeah. So we got yellow flags, pace lap. All right, cool. Um,
We do a pretty good old 30%. As usual, we're not gonna do Coca Cola. We're gonna do another track that is also in. Let's see. We're gonna do. Let's see. Let's do the Speedway.
a speedway. Okay. How about Daytona Night?
No, not super speedway.
Oh, okay. How about Dover?
Yeah. So we'll give you all a call it a little peek of what we're doing in Dover. This is the class Dover. We all know. I'm gonna do
Um, are we
103.
are we able to do 42 drivers or no?
On this one we can't, but we're gonna show them this one, and then they'll see the Dover we're gonna be in soon.
All right.
They'll get the weight worth.
Okay, so this is an appetizer for them. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha.
So y'all know
And then for
this is the stock version for of the one we use for. This is the one we use in the past 3 seasons, of course. Classic Dover, and we're gonna show you once more how not Bristol, Dover works. And let's see, race number 8, and that would be at least it's definitely a month at the minimum, and you're gonna get a good wow mix of seeing a good improved Dover, and it has not 49 drivers. I'll give you that.
yep. But look at the lineup and look at the car designs. It looks beautiful.
Yes, indeed.
Uh, for this practice race, I'm betting on the three.
So, of course, this is the glimpse of season 5. Y'all know that we've been saying multiple times before.
Mm-hmm. Which I would be picking the type of cars, and I have thought, why not either 80s to 90s?
Originally, it was gonna be Iraq, but unfortunately, we couldn't get get it. Unfortunately, so we just decided, you know what? Our best second option, of course, is the the 89 to the 90s.
I
So
was hoping we could do 87, 93, or 97, but this is a good substitute.
yeah, I really wish we did 95 or 93 for it, because those were some
Mm-hmm.
good ones. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm keeping an eye on the chat, make sure nobody's trying to break any rules or anything.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you get your classic 6 Mark Martin, number 15 of Morgan Shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
Then number
We got
11,
the
Gun-
Bodine.
then Rusty Wallace in the 27, Bill Elliott in the
And
9.
right beside him, we got Dale Earnhardt. And then we got Event. How do I pronounce his last name? I'm sorry if I butcher his name.
I think it's Harry Irvin or Irvin.
I think it's Even or
Irvin, yeah,
Arvin.
Irvin, yeah,
Arvin. There we go.
Irvin,
Okay. Yep. And then we got Bodine.
yeah, Jabodine,
Then we got Marlin.
yep, Sterling Marlin, Terry Labonte,
And Terry Labonte. Yep.
Alan Kowicki, the the underdog.
Followed by that, we have Kyle Petty, who is. Is it the brother of Richard Petty?
Yep, the brother of Richard Petty.
Okay. All right.
They got Ian Auburn,
Mm-hmm.
and then
And,
Kenny Shredder.
yep. Then we have Dale Jarrett.
Zach X, and then R. Wilson.
Wilson! Wilson!
They're then dear coop.
Mm-hmm. Coop. And then we have Martin the Third.
Then David Allison, in 28. There won't
Then
trip.
we have the goat, Daryl Waltrip. We got Strickland.
And then Jimmy
And then we
Spencer.
have Jimmy Spencer. Then we have Sax.
Yeah, decent.
Is his first name Morgan?
Probably.
And we got Alexander over here. That's 12. Then we got Ricky Rudd.
Yeah, Ricky Red.
Yep. And then we have Michael Waltrip.
Yep.
L.
Piercing. And the
Pearson.
little mazed got and Helen Jr. Floyd sticking in this. Oh, and somehow the Melissa are there. Apparently.
Mechanical issue on the 20.
Yep.
That's let's see what the 20 is. That's Moroso. And
And
then we have Pennington. And we have Mast. And last but not least, Means.
we riding
I'm
with
telling you, we're gonna ride with.
Morgan Shepherd on this one.
Yeah, we'll ride with Mr. Shepard. And then a couple laps we'll check on the legends like Dale and Bill and the Waltrip brothers. And this is going to be interesting for Speedway over here, especially with these late 80s, 90s cars. This is going to be super interesting. Here we go. Pace car coming in. All right. Here we go. Green flag in the air for Dover Speedway.
Here to go in turn one. 2x2. Good turn one of two there from Mark Martin. 6 in the
Got
3.
the 6 pulling away, followed by the 15 catching up with the 6. Everyone on the outside is not having a good day at turn 3 coming up to turn 4.
Another one has mechanical problem at the first lap.
That would be.
It looked like Jimmy Spencer, actually.
Yeah, that kind of looked like Spence.
No, he's
Jimmy
still there.
Spencer is still in.
That'd
That
be.
has to be one of the. It has to be the Tide car.
Might be Daryl.
Okay, so get off of that real quick and let's take a look at. No, that's not the Tide. Tide is still around. That's my
20 and
mistake.
12.
Yep.
It's the 20 and the 12 are out. Alexander and Moiser.
Yeah, that got sick. Well, a 3 wide situation just about. Everything's down to 2 wide. We got Dale Earnhardt coming up to the top 5.
He is second, running first right now. Mark Martin, and Shepard second. Looking for the battles. Coins, Bill Elliott, and followed by Ivan. And in 6 right now in the top 10. Right now, Earnhardt, Sterling Harnett, and Kawicki. And in the top 10, battling, trying to keep 9th place, is Dale Jarrett and Rusty Wallace. But here comes Terrell Bonnie in that one car, ready to take 10th.
Here he comes sliding in on the. Oh, he's switching over in different lane. Oh, we got the 16 coming out from the pits.
Yeah, Pearson.
Probably from a mechanical issue. Now finally coming back in the race. Big strike up coming up with the mid pack. Ooh. Three wide with the 51, 71, and the 42. With the 42, that'll be Kyle Petty. Everything's now going back to two wide. Good handling by one of the legendary racers.
Fastest lap so far goes to Earnhardt, followed by Bill Elliott, but not too far ahead. And then Boeing in 11.
And we already got Dale Earnhardt already in the top five, making some moves. He's slowly catching up to the top four, and he's chasing down his rival, Bill Elliott, who is the second fastest car around in Dover Speedway.
Looks like the
We
20,
got
22 of Mast went to the pits apparently. Someone was off of his car. I had some kind of a vibration or some issue in the car and had to check on it for the crew.
So big checkup for the 17, followed by 25.
Yeah,
And
Jeff
the
09.
insult.
Yeah, Jeff 09. And Darren Waltrip.
Everyone's doing good progress, trying not to cause any wrecks. So good for them. Already, everything's going pretty smooth. We got Dale Earnhardt still battling out with Bill Elliott.
Elliott's still kind of looking for corner second, but just following them right now, seeing what these two do here, the 11 and the 15. Mark
And Dale
Martin just
Earnhardt is slowly closing the gap between him and his rival, would be Bill Elliott. And the 11 is still trying to look for possible ways to pass the 15 to steal second for the top two.
yeah, he's in a tight situation though. Does he want to make the pass, or does he has to defend third? Is the question. Meanwhile, Mark Martin, that 6 car, Penske, having a nice solid lead.
He's just slowly bailing out of here while the 15 is slowly fading away. And Dale Earnhardt is slowly gaining speed, catching up to Bill Elliott. He's already on his tail right now, coming up to turn 1 to turn 2.
Yeah.
Alright, passing down to turn 2, the 6 is still pulling away, while the 3 is still gaining more space to closing up to Bill Elliott, and he's already getting closer and closer to the bumper, coming up to turn 4.
He's doing it every turn from every lap.
Key is to be patient and look for the right moment to snatch that position. Wise words from a legend, Dale Earnhardt. Already, we already have a battle down at the mid-pack. That'll be 21 to 26. They're trying to battle it out to positions. That would be
Mainly in the 15 areas, it seems.
Yeah, not bad, but not so good.
Allison doing all right. He's in 12th, looking for the top 10. Goes Rollis, looking for 8th.
Yeah, Rusty's trying to look for 8th.
Here comes the 10, though, but Terry blocks the 10.
Terry blocked with that 10, closing that door.
And there goes some Sterling Martin dropping down all the way to 8th, all the way to now 11th. Might be 12th if it keeps dropping down like that.
Yikes. Already we still have a battle going up to the front pack, and that is the 6 still pulling away, and Dale Earnhardt finally catching up to Bill Elliott, now right behind his bumper.
Yes, just need to get a little closer to make the right move. He's on the tail of Bill Elliott.
thinking about it right now. He's trying to close in, but Bill Elliott blocks him closing that door.
Hey, Barry
Dale
blocks it.
Earnhardt's still Dale Earnhardt's still not giving in. He's still looking for a way to close in.
Hello, Marky Brown. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to our last season of a full race before season 4 begins in November 2nd of Daytona, Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Welcome to the stream, Mark Brownie.
Already free wide here with Kyle Petty, Dylan Jarrett, and the 26 of
Yeah.
money
Yeah,
there.
it was a 3 wide tight situation coming up to turn 4, but now they're back to 2 wide.
Yeah, some. Oh boy.
Yeah, it was a time to be a big one eventually.
Especially if something bad happens.
Whether if it's a mechanical issue from the leaders, a big crash coming up to one of the turns, or just pile it up. Dale Earnhardt's still battling it out with Bill Elliott, and Bill Elliott's battling it out with the 11. He tried to make a move to the inside, but the 11 blocks coming up turn 2. While the 6 is still pulling away, they need to stop fighting and start forming a unit to be able to keep up with the 6 car in order to steal one of them to steal the lead.
It's every 1/10 half of a second right now of Mark Martin. He's making every 1 of a second so far, but
We're about to have a lead change with Bill Elliott and Dale Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt is looking to the inside.
Billy got loose. But luckily enough for him, he blocks it just in the nick of time. But what cost?
Yeah, Dale Earnhardt almost got it, but Bill Elliott blocks.
These two, they're being probably smart, while rivals are being rivals.
Yeah, they sure love to pick her around, try to pass each other.
There's Billy again, kind of going a little too high, it seems. I think it seems his car is kind of loose. Keep looking at it.
That'll give Dale Earnhardt the big advantage over here in one of the turns. If he makes one wrong move, Dale Earnhardt will just swoop by, take away the 4th place position, excuse me.
Looks like Alan Kowicki right here is getting closer to the 90 right now. Looks like the 90 is not doing too well right now, it seems.
It may be a lap car eventually, after we pass through many laps later.
Yeah, especially how it's run right now and not catching up at the pack at all, and it was still somewhat close to that pack. That's it's not really good.
Yeah, they need to make some moves instead of just trying to pass each other one way or the other. They need to reform to a straight line and better hope they can make it to the pack.
Their Walsh him not having a good night. Currently season 28th. Not his luck today, it seems, unless he can make some adjustments over time in the pits. Looking for 27 right now. Yeah, now looking for 27, it seems.
Uh-oh.
He's getting
Someone's
loose.
calling me. I'll be right back.
Here to the body, though. It seems he dropped down a few spots. A lot of spots, apparently. Starring Marlin, however, it seems. He looks like he is gaining up a little bit. He went to 14th to 11th. Not bad. Was 8th still. Here comes Alan Kowicki now. Looking for 6. Billy lost his position. Now Dale Earnhardt right there. Now taking third. So he's making his way through to third. Now going ready to take second soon. Mark Martin, however, in that 6 is second, almost about to be a second and a half ahead soon. Now for all we know of Classic Dover, it's all concrete and knowing how Dover works here. It's not about the inside. It's always about finding the right rhythm of this track because this track is always unsettled for any driver in general. You gotta figure out eventually if you want to try to get the best way course possible, then you would at least try your best to, you know, do what you can to clear that equipment. Ready. Yeah, weird hat. Frederick guy, the physical copy. The game that we like. I think you all heard about it. It's what you call it? It's like a Shadow Generations on X Shadow Pause Generations. Mark Martin now 2 seconds ahead, but we are now ready for our first pit stops. It seems for Dover. We got Mark Martin, Bill Elliott, 11 to 90, Alan Kowicki, Rusty Wallace, 18, Kyle Petty, Dale Jarrett, 25 of Kenny Shredder, 14, 18 to 1 to 75, 46, 65 to 51, 71, 17, 19. Now we got a 3. Looks like that should be the 6. 15, 4, 28, 95, 5, and the rest of the pack. 77, 30, 47. It looks like the 2 light pitted. So it seems the 6 is still leading. But how far exactly? Dang. Stendrick was going to Earnhardt a bit of a money worth right there. That 60 going against Earnhardt. Lot of lap traffic right here, it seems. Yeah, it looks like Mark Martin has definitely had a lot, but a lot of lap traffic, it looks like, though. That's gonna help big time for the pack, though, that are trying to catch up ahead. Bill Elliott, Earnhardt, and maybe the not. Oh boy, 19 clips the 30, but saves it just the nick of time. On Kowicki, Shepard, and the 11 are trying their best to catch up, it seems. He ain't giving up. He ain't giving up that easily. He's putting up a fight to stay in that lead lap. There comes that 18. He wants his lap back as well. Mark Martin has just nowhere to go with this lap traffic of multiple cars, it seems. He's looking left. He's looking right. He's looking anywhere. Even trying to make it freeway here to try to move them out of the way, but too risky because here comes the 18 to get his lead lap back. And here comes more if he can't hustle and get the block on the 52. Well, also Jimmy Spencer, he's getting close to pass Darren Waltrip of all things, it seems. I just saw someone in the pits. Who is that? Pearson again, and not having a nice day, it seems. Welcome back. Definitely interesting things after the first green flag pit stop.
Interesting. So what happened? Who took the lead? Is it
Still Mark Martin, but he's just seems he's struggling with lap cars. But I think he
seems like it?
But it looks like he finally got away from it. But he's still gonna struggle. He still has to. It seems he has to pass that A, and he's not giving up a fight. And Mark Martin has passed the other ones that passed him again, but Billion and Taylor and Hart, the 90, the 11, the 15, and the 7 have a lot of ground to pass.
Interesting.
Almost a wreck happened, though. The 19 clipped the 30. Almost got turned, but luckily saved it on time. Nine-8 tick. Looks like he lost for it, but gained it back. But this time, Mark Martin making no games and finally passes the 8, but he also has that 46 and 47. The nice Thunderbird of the Ford. Lap 55, coming to lap 56. Lighting with Earnhardt, trying to get it up. 65, right on our own halfway point, and so far it's been a dominating 6 car so far of leading in the most laps and leading this race.
which is really interesting.
Meanwhile, the battle for second place, as usual, is the rival of the 9-3 of Bill and Dale.
Hmm. They sure love to mess around with each other, don't they?
Exactly. It is the top five. So top five so far, we got Mark Martin, Bill, Dale Earnhardt, Morton Shepard, and 90 car of E. Arvin. And your top 10 so far is G. E. Honey, Tony E. Followed by Alan Kowicki. Then, let's see, 10 of the Coop. Then Rusty Wallace. And lastly, E. Arvin. Trying to catch
Mm.
for 10th place, though, Jeff is the 26 of Boda. And yeah, Gorman 9 and Jeff Bona, Beth 09. So the Boda and brothers are doing pretty well, it seems, when it comes to the consistency wise. Mark Brown says, "Go Dale, go Dale, go Dale."
Hmm.
Unfortunately, it seems though for Mark Martin, he ain't gonna have lap cars until way ahead. But when we're riding, when we're I think it was what was it? When we're riding with the 52, at first when he was in the grass or something, when we are on crank it up for a bit, he looked like he was almost in the mechanical problem. He went low, and at first I was like, I'm gonna pull the trigger, but we get a hit safely, and the car's still running. Ain't no caution.
Hmm.
So, Wiki has a nice top 10 car, just doesn't have that top 5 or contender car of to get the win of the race.
Seems not.
Or Shepard is slowly catching up though. These two have some. They have contender cars to win this thing. It's just when are you gonna do it, or when are you gonna get close to Mark Martin right now? You know.
Hmm. Oh, Jesus.
Well, to have more of this race so far, it's just been overall Mark Martin's day. A few
Yep,
swaps here and
it's his
there,
time to shine.
and have a few swaps here and there in the top 5, top 10, of course. A lot of probably action on the in the mid pack at least, top 15, 20s.
Hmm.
Definitely half of the pack is now lapped down. 20, 75 recently just looks like it got lapped down. We got only 19 cars remaining left to stay in the lead lap. Current one soon is the 25. And soon enough, we are going to get probably close to our second green flag pit stop. And after that, see what happens next after that. soon. Well, lap 78. We'll be taking a small little breather. Come back at
Mm-hmm.
lap 81. Riding with the leader. Spectrum.
Stupid piece of crap. Oh, looks like he's gonna take a breather for a moment. That means either Bill Elliott or Dale Earnhardt's gonna take the lead.
Yeah, right.
Alrighty, let's see what's going on here.
So far, it's almost about to be a 10-second away for leaders at this point. I don't know. This time, or it was the only green type. The toughest stuff I can find. Ah. It looks like he's already dropped down to dang. He has a long ways to go for second again. He's about 10 seconds off the leader. Only 2 seconds away. Only, I would say, 1.95 seconds behind Bill Elliott. Shepard back up a spot. Behind here, Gordon Bona, it seems. Alan Kowicki, still in the same spot. 90 dropped down a few spots though after a pit stop. Depot 9 in 8th is lane now. Oh, there. Oh, wow. Rusty Wallace. About to be a lap down.
Uh-oh.
And only the top 10 are remaining. Oh, boy. Now, this one's going to be challenging because Rusty won't back down easily, unlike the others.
Yep.
Besides, he is a guy he wants to have that top 10 no matter what. Even though he's not a contender, he will defend no matter the cost.
He will defend it.
So then, here's the big question here. Who has been the most consistent of the turns here in the track, and who has been the most fastest and aggressive of this track? What do you think, Shane Hale? Who do you think has been the consistent and the good and the best in the track in here, and who's been the aggressive and the fastest on this track here?
Ooh, now that's an interesting topic over here. If I were to think who is the most consistent, it would be Dale Earnhardt, obviously. The most fastest and aggressive, it's got to be Mark Martin.
I would agree there. Definitely the best ball and the consistent one here. Because you got either Alan Kowicki or Earnhardt. Me on the fastest. It's just when it comes to fast, it's here Bill, yeah, or Mark Martin, it seems, but aggressive definitely goes to Mark Martin in this case scenario. Now for the best pit stops, I would say it's been probably I would say Jeff O'Nine overall this time on this team because he was down in the mid pack all the way up to it seems to the top 10 now. So definitely approve team of this track today.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, for sure.
Dale Earnhardt finally catching up back to second in place of Bill Elliott once more.
Yeah, it seems like Mark is definitely enjoying the races so far.
Poor Rusty Wallace. It's like it's time to really defend him too much. It's a matter of winning. CC is, however, keeping up very well.
some intense battle going on.
Wait once more. Check quick.
All right.
We're now getting to the
Already.
closing moments, though. My
Mm-hmm.
biggest question now: does the lead either or the other cars have enough fuel? Sometimes the fuel is the main factor. But sometimes there's also the tire wear on here, and the concrete does sometimes give you a hard time.
It does.
It definitely wear down your tires over time. Definitely the most disappointing race for or someone today, and that's Daryl Waltrip. He only made one spot up. Apparently, 71 looks like his car broke down. He was in the pitch or something, and wasn't on the track or anything because we didn't saw him. Looks like he was just during one of the green flag pit stops, and looks like he had a piston problem.
Oh, that didn't sound too good.
The piston broke up and broke it, and then Jeff 09, he's about to be a lap down. But apparently the 68, apparently looks like he just got one of his lap back. This 68 ain't giving up so easily. He's been following Mark Martin a lot.
Mm-hmm. He sure has been following, chasing down his tail.
Yeah. Now he's going to chase down Bo 9 here. Mark Martin, no, he ain't giving up no easily, though. He might pass these two right to get going turn one. Yeah, but
Sure
look,
might.
it looks like in turn one to turn two, that 68 just closes the door. I'm sure he won't pass that easy. Here's a change of second place. Earnhardt looking for second. Billiot firing back and out the turn two straightaway.
Oh boy, now it's becoming an intense race over here. It looks like Earnhardt
Three
with the
and
advantage.
in four got the second place out the nick of time. And look who it is out of nowhere following Billy and Dale Earnhardt. Morgan Shepherd.
Morgan Shepherd literally coming out of nowhere. What a surprise.
And we got a freeway battle for second here.
Now this is going to be intense over here.
6 to go. Coming up to 5 to go soon. Very nice, and these shred apart. 09 just holding for dear life for that lead lap to stay in the lead lap and not let that 68 pass and try to go fast as possible in the top 10 spot.
Yeah, he's trying everything he can.
The only battle so far looks like Uncle Wiki moved up a spot. Might go up a spot again if he can get closer to that 11. The younger Bo 9. Earnhardt slowly fading away for second place. We're at 3 to go. William might actually drop down to third over Shepard here if he won't be careful here. Up, 09 went to the pits. So 2 to go. This is my biggest question now. Fuel. 09 just won the pits. Does Martin the others have enough fuel for one more lap? Final lap in Dover.
Here we go. Dale Earnhardt does not have a big chance of being able to win this race, but at least he's able to win second.
Yeah.
So good job, Dale. Good job, my man.
Mark Martin wins Dover. Dale right there taking second. Billiot holds off the third. Morgan Shepherd fourth. And the underdog, Alan Kowicki, round the top five.
Very impressive.
And the 90, 11, 14, 4, and the 5 around your top 10. 09 definitely fumbled after what happened. Definitely a nice clean race. Almost. It wasn't a clean race. Well, I wouldn't say it wasn't clean, but definitely some ups and downs in there. Almost a wreck, though, to be precise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your winner over here, Mark Martin.
Is Mike Martin.
When that
Yep.
seed the dip Tesla.
Look at that.
Alexander.
One person already 4 laps down, and Marcus already dealing with a piston.
Yeah, and these two, the 20 of Mornosa, and then Alexander did not participate because their car was not doing well, unfortunately, or just couldn't, you know, get it going.
He just couldn't.
Yep, oh 09. Definitely the fumble of the race after that. I guess something went on with the car.
Mm-hmm. Now we can move on to our next track.
I'm only gonna do one because that's the amount of time I had for it. Yeah,
Right?
it was a good taste of the seams for the mic. And looks like I think everybody did hear me well. And this is gonna be definitely a good forward one of getting it started in November 2nd. Yeah, just to make everyone sure of practice. We'll actually do this more interesting, just to have us more prep talk for the race to make it longer and just how I feel was good. Good. We're gonna have um practice length to 10. And then classic qualifying. And then afterwards, your usual laps for like a race. I want to know Atlanta. It would be 95 default. It would be 98 or 114 or 82. If it was through Speedway, we would do, if, for example,
Coca
the
Cola?
the beginning of Daytona, like it would be 80 default. 70 70 for the last or more would be 90, and then for your let's see, for the short tracks we got 150, or we can go more 170,
Mm-hmm.
175 now, or less, but I don't think less is going to be an option in that one. And then road courses. Let's go for Riverside.
Mm.
We would start with either 41, less would be 37, or 45 for more. So yeah,
This is gonna be interesting.
but yeah, classic Daytona for the beginning of our season, 80 laps on November 2nd. Everybody put a note or your calendar to November 2nd, opening season of season 4, opening of race day number 1 of season
Mm,
4 of the series of Sim Racing.
yep, and it's going to be very interesting. Thankfully, I'm having a visit with an old friend of mine on Friday, and I'll be coming back by tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll definitely have time to continue our lovely grand start of our season 4.
Yeah. And just a friendly reminder for everybody who are interested of let's of the schedule. Here is the official schedule of the regular season and playoffs, or whatever you want to call it. Daytona is our startup of the regular season, followed by that on November 5th of November 5th on Tuesday. We got Atlanta Speedway.
Hmm.
And we
And then follow that afterwards, if I could pull up the track schedule. Then coming up on the 12th of November, we got Memphis at short track down at Tennessee.
and then Pocono Speedway on the 13th or 14th. That would either be Wednesday or Thursday, depending what we got going on. And
Hmm.
then coming up next week from that would be Artillery Beat each night in November 19th of Tuesday, and after that would be Wednesday of our favorite Super Speedway that has been a fan favorite, Coca
Oh,
Cola.
and then coming up 5 days afterwards, we're going down to Chicagoland.
Yep, we're bringing in Chicagoland, bringing it back or bringing it in the schedule, and then followed by that in the 26th on Tuesday. This is Monday and Tuesday will be Dover, and you'll see a better Dover. The one you saw was like a little glams, and saying goodbyes to that one. Um, yeah, it will be the 25th and 26th, the last week of November. Then we head to December.
Yeah, boy, everything's going to be real fun down in December.
Yeah. And starting off beginning of December of Monday of the 2nd, that would be Kentucky Speedway.
Hmm. And followed by 2 days after, we're going to our other favorite super speedway. We're going down to Talladega.
Mhm. Next week, of course. Surprisingly enough, we're gonna go on the 8th of September. Um, but we'll keep a further notice on that one just in case. If not, it will be on the 9th. It mainly, definitely gonna hopefully be on the 8th. And then Riverside will be on a Thursday. Riverside Road Course, December 10th.
Yeah, boy, Riverside is going to be really fun.
Yeah, the last time I saw that and watching Riverside was Mr. Pickety Black of Roadrunner dominating
Hmm.
dominating it on the playoffs. That was the last time we saw it, and definitely a
From the last season. Hmm.
definitely a fan favorite.
Yep. Followed by after Riverside, 6 days afterwards, we're going down to Texas to Blickety Black Man's favorite track, Texas World.
Yeah. We were thinking about
And
doing regular Texas again, but Texas World just has Texas World just has that like more of that more competitive and just split second situations. Because if you watch season 3, oh my goodness, it was such a blast. on
It
race.
was an amazing race. Even with all the big crashes going on, it was just intense. It was amazing.
It wasn't looking. It wasn't. Mark Bryan was not looking what race is on the 31st. Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
I mean, on October 1st. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be anything really for the 31st. I mean, we originally we were thinking about it at first at the end of this month, but we're like, let's wait it out a little longer. We can wait. We'll at least this month. Do
yeah,
everything good as possible.
we decided to wait it out a bit longer because everyone wants to get those sweet treats and this little spirit called Halloween.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the reason why we just decided to do that. But yeah, the 6th of Monday of December for Texas World, and you got the 18th of Wednesday is Bristol night.
Oh boy, Bristol night. It's gonna be fun at nighttime.
Yeah.
And followed by that, 5 days after Bristol night, we're gonna go to Sonoma, one of the best road courses around for this season.
Yeah, you're dang right. And then afterwards, we're instead of all the left turns you usually see in sometimes old variety rides, instead of mainly going left for ovals or for speedways or all that, Burning and in France. Yeah, we're going to France of all things. We're going
Yep,
right.
we're traveling around the world, everyone. So stay tuned for Verlandering.
Yeah, in France in super speedway instead of left, we're going right. The test of the limits to how many right turns your truck, or car, whatever is gonna take. Now be in the
Uh-huh.
26th. Now be the 26th. The day after Christmas.
Yep, a day after Christmas. That's gonna be a wild late Christmas present for everyone to see. And coming up 3 days after that, we're going to Charlotte, North Carolina for Charlotte Speedway.
And then ending it off for this year, and then we'll go forward from that, is of course, we got Richmond. I mean, not Richmond. No, blah, blah, blah. What was it?
It's Watkins Glen.
Yeah, Watkins. We got Watkins Glen for the 18th, and that is our final road course. And I'll end it
Yep,
off for New Year's, er, New Year's Eve, and then New Year's for that. Now, for the first week, we're now the first week of January, the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and seventh. That's a whole week or so. It's a 1 week break because
yep,
new year. We're gonna see uh what to do and all that, and just see if we're missing anything. It's not really like a staff meeting or thing because the staff meeting, first staff meeting is after the 10th race of Talladega. In this one's we can have either Roadrunner or not. It's just optionable if he wants to join or not. Uh,
yep. And this is where we're going to discuss about the racers, about their stats,
yeah.
see if they want to increase or decrease.
Whereas they stay as it is how they're performing. So after that, beginning of January of next year of 2025. We got on the 8th of Wednesday of course, Kansas.
Yeah, this is going to be the first race of 2025. We're going to be down at Kansas over by the Midwest. Followed by that afterwards on the 13th of January, we're going to a short track down at Richmond.
Yeah, to finish off the regular season.
And then y'all are going to be hyped for the playoffs because The first track we got for the playoffs, we're going to dirt, and it's gonna be Cedarburg Raceway.
Yeah, big suggestion idea on there, Mr. Roadrunner. Shout out to him on that one. That was definitely a genius idea for that.
Yeah,
Bye.
definitely genius idea.
And then we're going back on the roads. That's we're going to Auto Club, California, Fontana Speedway on the 30th. So we got the 27th because that's when we're taking another. Just to make sure to clarify, y'all. The first team is definitely this last day. Then we're taking a whole week breather just to get everything settled. Then we get ready for the 27th. That's bringing in the let's see, uh, yeah, January. We got January 30th. That's
Which will
for
be the last day of January, and we're gonna go all the way out to the west to California,
mm-hmm.
down at the Super Speedway.
Yep. So the 13th, and then you take a week. That's when we go to January 27th, and then 30th. That's about at least you got 1 week break. That's 19th all the way to 27th from those first two playoffs. Then we move forward to February. February 4th. We got Tuesday, and that's Daytona Nighttime Speedway.
We're gonna go down tonight because everything's getting really, really intense at nighttime.
And then North Carolina, either the 5th or 6th, depending what's going on. And then next week on the 10th, on Monday, we got Lakewood Speedway Dirt Track.
We're going back to dirt again, folks. Not just once. We're doing it 2 times, everyone.
Yep, not once, but twice.
And then followed by that afterwards, we're gonna move on to 8 days from that day. We're gonna go to Darlington.
Yeah, and this is where we went single racing, but to make it just enough. Just to make it enough of where it's fair and, more hyped up instead of doing two, because when you're hearing it, there was most of it just two. So you got February 18th, Tuesday. And then you got next week after that, Martinsville, the 26th of Wednesday. Yeah, short track, Martinsville.
Then coming up next for the first day of March, either on the 3rd or the 7th, we're going to back to Pocono, but nighttime. This is where everything gets really intense.
Yeah, and it's rare we go to nighttime Pocono, but only one way to find out. Then oh boy, in the 10th of March 10th, we got Talladega.
And last but not least, to wrap it up for this season, for the last race of the playoffs, we're going to Homestead on the 21st. Last race of March.
Reminder that is on a Friday of all things, so be prepared. This is on the weekend, so be happy on that on the 21st. So, oh boy, this is
Yeah.
gonna be good. And we're not and then afterwards, the end of that month, we're gonna take I think the usual 2 to 3, I think 3 tops max of break, and then we'll find and then figure out what's on from there, see what's up, and yeah, we'll give you more news, further notice, probably when we're done with the. We'll give you a little glimpse of news on the first half, and then afterwards, in let's see, I would say in the end of the season, we'll give you more news, and see what drivers will stay or not stay, and etc. and other things to come.
And if we have enough people for another roster, aka another 42 instead of just normal 42 for the first half, we'll have a second 42. That'll be 84 drivers in total. If we can have 84 drivers for one section and the other section, we might be able to do another schedule for the other section for the races.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is where it makes it interesting. Usually I would do just one or so, but other than that, it's I would say at the bare minimum, it's gonna be um two on the main because originally we would um almost done at season 5 and getting close to season 6. Eh, Again, we'll get
Hmm.
ready to season 6. So in the near future, if it does happen, they're on for the season for season 5 would be full on 2 race, and season 1 of the other league would be just 1 race per what you call it for it'll be
Per week.
yeah per week. It'll be 1 race per week, and it would have a different schedule and a different points format, and we'll probably go back to 20 again instead of 30, because mainly for the main league we're gonna stay as the 30 right now until what we think of later on the future. But
Hmm.
we'll bring back the we'll bring back the 20 again and figure out what to do for the second league.
Yes, sir. Everything's gonna get really intense.
So other than that, that's what we got at in the end, and just get hyped up at this point on, because we're not too far ahead. We're only about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days away, fellas.
Yep. So everything's gonna get really, really intense. So stay tuned, because season 4 coming up this soon, and then season 5 is gonna be full of surprises.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, folks,
So stay tuned for that.
yeah. Yeah, other than that, folks, thank you all for watching, of course. Other than that, it's been fun. Just stay tuned, really, on Streamwise. Of course, I'm not gonna get back to the Under 10 3 stuff. Tomorrow, actually, I'll be playing Tales of the Walking Dead, and I'll be playing 1 to 4, and is gonna be a blast, mainly for like spooky season, and it's gonna be
Hmm. It,
very
it's gonna be so spooky. You'll take a spooky cookie.
spooky cookie wookie.
But anyway, stay tuned, folks. Everything's gonna be all great for this year.
Hmm. But that is all. Thank you all for watching, everybody, and we'll see y'all next time. See y'all from 5 days from now on Entertainment the 3 season 4, the opening day, and just see y'all tomorrow on The Walking Dead Tales. And yeah, this is Baracker and King Leo signing off. See y'all later.
And this is Shed 59,000 signing off.